ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், பெரியவாச்சான் பிள்ளை திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், குலசேகர ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஸ்ரீசைலேஷ தயாபாத்திரம் தீபக்தியாதி குணார்ணவம் யதீந்திர பிரவணம் வந்தே ரம்ய ஜாமாதரம் முனிம் ரம்ய ஜாமாத்ரி யோகீந்திர பாத ரேகாமயம் சதா ததாயத்தாத்ம சத்தாதிம் ராமானுஜ முனிம் பஜே லக்ஷ்மீநாத சமாரம்பாம் நாத யாமுன மத்தியமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சாரிய பரியந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம் யோனித்யமச்சுத வதாம்புஜ யுக்மருப்ப व्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणायमेनि अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये मातापिता युवतयस्तनयाभूति सर्वं यदेव नियमेन मदन्वयानाम् आद्यस्य न कुलपतेरुकुलाभिरामम् श्रीमत्तदङ्ग्रीगुणम् प्रणमामि मूर्ध्ना भूतं सरश्च महताह्वय भट्टनाथ श्रीभक्तिसारकुलशेखर योगिवाहान् भक्ताङ्ग्रिरेण परकाल यतीन्द्रमिश्रान् जीमत्पराङ्कुशमुनिम् प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम् இன்னமுதமுட்டிகேன் இங்கேவா பைங்கிடியே தென்னரங்கம் பாடவல்ல சீர்பெருமான் பொன்னன் சிலை சேர் நுதலியர்வேள் சேரலர்கோன் எங்கள் குலசேகர நின்னே கூறு ஆரங்கிட பரநண்பர் கொள்ளார் என்ன அவர்களுக்கே வாரங்கொடு குடப்பாம்பில் கையிட்டவன் மாத்தலரை வீரங்கெடுத்த செங்கோல் கொல்லிகாவலன் வில்லவர்கோன் சேரன் குலசேகரன் முடிவேந்த சிகாமணியே. Divyaprabandham series of lectures is the current topic we are enjoying. In that, we've started enjoying perumAL thirumozhi, which is a beautiful composition by Kulashekara Alvar. Kulashekara Alvar was a great king. He conquered vast regions and he was ultimately blessed by Bhagavan to become an Alvar. He had great desire to go to Srirangam and enjoy Sri Ranganatha on a daily basis. But his ministers would always stop him every day. His desire to go and worship Periya Perumal Sri Ranganatha was beautifully expressed by him in the first decade. இருளிய சுடர்மணிகள் இமைக்கும் நெத்தி. In that padikam, his desire to go to Srirangam, have darshan of Sri Ranganatha, offer flowers to him, perform anjali to him, sing and dance his glories, all of these were highlighted by Kulashekara Alvar in the first padikam. We've enjoyed that in the previous lectures. Now we are moving on to the second decade, second padikam. It starts with thEttaRum thiRal ten. That is the commencement of the padikam. In this padikam, Kulashekara Alvar is relishing the togetherness with Bhagavan's devotees. So let us start enjoying this padikam. First, we are going to see the introduction section given by Periyavachan Pillai in the Vyakyanam, in the commentary. Here he starts off identifying Kulashekara Alvar's Sharanagati to Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, that is Sri Ranganatha here. A Sharanagata will naturally acquire 6 important qualities. If his surrender was true, he will quickly and subsequently acquire these 6 qualities. These are highlighted in Sri Pancharatra Ahirbudnya Samhita. In that, couple of shlokams are there. Shodahi Veda Vidusho Vadantyenam Mahamune Anukulyasya Sankalpam Pratikulyasya Varjanam Rakshishyati iti Vishwaso Goptrutva Varnam Tatha Atmanikshepa Karpanye Shadvita Sharanagati. This Sharanagati manifests in an individual through 6 different aspects. They are Anukulyasya Sankalpam. One should vow that he will always be favorable towards Bhagavan and Bhagavatas. Pratikulyasya varjanam. One should refrain from engaging in unfavorable acts, deeds. That is, whatever is not desired by Bhagavan or Bhagavatas, one should not engage in such acts. Rakshishyati iti vishvaso. One should have the confidence that Bhagavan will protect in any situation. That is the third aspect. Fourth is Goptrutva Varanam. Goptrutva Varanam means pursuing Bhagavan as the upayam, as the means to attain him. And then there is Atma Nikshepa. Atma Nikshepa means offering the Atma to Bhagavan. Identifying the Atma as the exclusive, total servitor of Bhagavan. Finally, Karpanyam. Karpanyam means one has nothing in one's own hands. One must feel totally helpless, not having any means with him to attain Bhagavan. One must have total dependence on Bhagavan. So these six aspects, these will develop in a Sharanagata quickly, as long as he is sincere in his Sharanagati. So this particular Anukulyasya Sankalpam, that is manifested by Kulashekara Alvar in the first two Padigams. In the first Padigam, Kulashekara Alvar expressed his favorable attitude towards Bhagavan, Sri Ranganatha. In the second Padigam, which we are going to enjoy now, he is vowing his favorable nature towards the Bhagavatas. So that is the connection between previous decade and this decade. Now Bhagavan, being the abode of all auspicious qualities, he manifests himself in Archa form for the sake of his devotees. In whatever form devotees like to see him, Bhagavan manifests himself in that form. So such form is Archa form, the deity form in temples, matams, even in our own homes. In this Archa form, Bhagavan submits himself towards his devotee. He expects his devotee to bath him. He expects his devotee to dress him up. He expects his devotee to feed him. So all of these are manifested by Bhagavan towards his devotees. And this is to attract devotees towards him. And being attracted towards Bhagavan, those Atmas become totally favorable towards Bhagavan. So it is all Bhagavan's favor which makes an Atma remaining favorable towards Bhagavan. Periyvachan Pillai quotes Bhagavad Gita Shlokam, 7th chapter, 18th verse. Udara sarvaye vaite jnani tu atmaiva me matam. Krishna says, such jnani, such great devotee, bhakta, is my life. I sustain myself by him. So that is how much Bhagavan has love towards his devotees. Similarly in Mahabharatam, he says, Dushadannam nabhoktavyam dushantam dushannam naiva bhojayet. Pandavan dushase rajan mama pranahi pandavaha. He says to Duryodhana that the food offered by enemies is not fit to be accepted, and one should not offer food to enemies. He says, because you hate Pandavas, you are also my enemy now. So I won't come and eat anything in your residence. This happens when Krishna comes as a messenger and he goes to Vidura's place instead of going to Bhishma's place or Drona's place or even Duryodhana's place. And when Duryodhana asks, why didn't you come to my place? Krishna is telling this, that you are an enemy for me because you hate Pandavas. So that is how much affiliation Bhagavan has towards his Bhagavatas. So towards such Bhagavatas, one should have great affiliation, great affection. In thirumozhi, he is said to be Pattaravi, the life of devotees. And he considers the devotees to be his life as well. So one should be favorable towards Bhagavan's devotees, followers. And that aspect is shown by Kulashekara Alvar in this second padikam. Let us go through the pasurams. First pasuram. thEttaRum thiRal தேனினை தென்னரங்கனை திருமாதுவாள் வாட்டமில் வனமாலை மார்வனை வாழ்த்தி மால்கொள் சிந்தையராய் ஆட்டமேவி அலந்தழைத்து அயர்வெய்தும் மெய்யடியார்கள் தம் ஈட்டம் கண்டிட கூடுமேல் அது காணும் கண்பயன் ஆவதே. In the first pasuram, Kulashekara Alvar is saying that the purpose of having eyes is to see the assembly of Bhagavan's devotees. Let us see the word by word meaning. thEttaRum, one who is very difficult to seek and attain by one's own efforts. thiRal, one who gives sufficient strength to experience him. Only by his blessing we can experience him. Teninai, he is very sweet like honey. Tennaranjanai, who is he? He is Sri Ranganatha, who is eternally residing in beautiful Sri Rangam. Ten usually indicates southern direction, but ten also indicates beauty. So here beautiful Sri Rangam. Thirumaduval, the proper abode for Periviratiya, Sri Mahalakshmi to remain, to reside in. Vatamil Vanamalai Marvanai. Bhagavan has beautiful divine garland which is on his chest. And Pirati, Periya Piratiya is residing in such divine chest of Bhagavan. Varti, praising both of them, that is Sri Mahalakshmi and Sriman Narayana. Malkol Sinderai, having a mind which is affectionate towards Bhagavan. Due to such mind which is totally loving towards Bhagavan, autumn may be dancing, alandu, feeling very upset, tired, Adaithu, reciting Bhagavan's divine names, having danced and having felt very tired, and then reciting Bhagavan's divine names, Ayurvedam, one who is, those who are becoming oblivious, bewildered, Mayyadiyargal tham, such followers who do not desire any other benefits than serving Bhagavan himself. Itam kandida kudumel. If you are able to see such assemblies, such groups of Bhagavatas, of devotees, adhikanam kanpayan avade. Is that not the benefit of having been given eyes? Bhagavan has given us eyes. The purpose of having given those eyes is to see the groups of devotees who are dancing, singing and crying out. Such devotees have to be seen by me, says Kulashekara Alvar. This is very similar to the Pramana Vakyam, Ahlada Shita Pulakikrita Gatravan. In that shlokam, it is said that the one who is having happy tears in his eyes on seeing Bhagavan, such person should be seen by everyone who is having body. So body means it will have eyes. So those who have eyes should be seeing such great devotees of Bhagavan. That is first Pasuram. Second Pasuram. தோடுலா மலர் மங்கை தோளினை தோய்ந்ததும் சுடர்வாளியால் நீடு மாமரம் செற்றதும் நிறைமேய்த்ததும் இவையே நினைந்து ஆடிப்பாடி அரங்கவோ என்று அழைக்கும் தொண்டரடிப்பொடி ஆட நாம் பெரில் கங்கை நீர் குடைந்தாடும் வேட்கை என்னாவதே. In this pasuram, Kulashekara Alvar is identifying the greatness of Bhagavan's devotees. Bhagavan's devotees, Bhagavatas, they recall his divine activities during his incarnations, Krishnavataram, Ramavataram, and they dance and call out the divine name, Ranga, Ranga. Alvar is saying that having a dip in river Ganga is not greater than being engaged with the divine dust of the lotus feet of such Bhagavatas. So, taking shelter of the divine feet of Bhagavatas and applying the dust from their lotus feet, divine feet, is greater than bathing in Ganga. That is the essence of this pasuram. Let us see the word by word meanings. Todulam Malar Mangai. Sri Mahalakshmi, who has the lotus flower as her abode, and this lotus flower has beautiful abundant petals. Todinai Toindadum, embracing her both divine shoulders. Sudarvaliyal, with the shining arrow, Need Mamaram Setradum. Bhagavan knocked down the 7 trees by piercing them with the help of those arrows, with that one arrow. Nirai Meitadum, and then he grazed the herds of cows. He took the cows for grazing, that is, to let them have their food. Ivaye Ninendu, recalling all of these activities, thinking about all of these activities, Adi Padi, dancing and singing with overflowing bliss. O Aranga Endra Araikum, calling out Ranga, Ranga. When in Srirangam, when Purapadi happens, when Sri Ranganatha comes out, usually there are some Bhagavatas, some devotees, they are calling out Ranga, Ranga, Ranga always. So, calling out in that manner, Tondar, Sri Vaishnavas, devotees, who are his followers, their Adipodi, the dust particles present on their divine feet. Nam Adaperil, if we are able to drown in that, engage in that, Gangai Neer, in the waters of Ganga, Kudainda Adum Vedkai, the desire to plunge and have a bath in it, Ennavadu, for what purpose is it there? If we can remain at the lotus feet, divine feet of Bhagavatas, then we don't need to go and take bath in river Ganga. So that is the point in this pasuram. Third pasuram. ஏரடர்த்ததும் ஏனமாய் நிலம் கீண்டதும் புன்னிராமனாய் மாரடர்த்ததும் மண்ணளந்ததும் சொல்லிப் பாடி வன் பொன்னி பேராறு போல் வரும் கண்ணநீர் கொண்டு அரங்கன் கோயில் திருமுத்தம் சேருசை தொண்டர் சேவடி செழும் சேரு என் சென்னிக்கு அணிவனே. In this pasuram, Alvar is desiring to apply the mud from the Srirangam divine temple, where the lotus feet, divine feet of the Bhagavatas, great Bhagavatas, from the dust of those divine feet, when the water gets mixed with it, when the sweat gets mixed with it, it becomes muddy. The tears of joy, the sweat which comes from the body of Bhagavatas, when that meet with the dust particle in their divine feet, that becomes muddy. And Alvar wants to take that mud and apply that on his forehead. Yer adarthadum, killing the 7 bulls for the sake of Napinai Pirati. He wanted to marry Napinai Pirati. For that he killed 7 bulls. Yenamai nilai kindadum. For Bhumi Pirati, he assumed the form of a wild boar and he went into the deluge water and brought out the earth, dug out the earth from the wall of the Andam universe. And then, as Sri Rama in the previous incarnations as Sri Rama, Mar Adarthadum, he killed Ravana, the enemy. Maru means enemy. Killing the enemy is shown here. And then Man Adarthadum, as part of Vamanavataram, he measured the entire universe with his 2 feet, 2 steps. So that aspect, all of these amazing activities, Solli Padi, recounting these to their heart's content and singing these as an outlet for their overwhelming joy. One pair ponni aru pol varum, like the river, that is Kaveri, which flows with a huge flood. Similarly, Kannanir kondu, the tears from the eyes of Bhagavatas, that is flowing. Arangan Koil Tirumuttram, the divine courtyard, the temple in Srirangam. Serusai Tondar, the Bhagavatas who step on that tears and that becomes muddied mass. For such Sri Vaishnavas, Se Adi Chedun Seru, the beautiful mud which has been stomped upon by those divine feet. Yen Senniku Anivan, I'll apply on my forehead, says Kulashekara. In this pasuram, he says that the dust from the lotus feet of Bhagavatas and then the tears from their eyes, when they are mixed, it becomes slushy and he will apply that mud on his forehead. Next, 4th pasuram. தோய்த்த தன் தயிர் வெண்ணைப்பால் உடனுண்டலும் உடன் ராய்ச்சி கண்டு ஆர்த்தத்தோள்டை எம்பிரான் என் அரங்கனுக்கு அடியார்களாய் நாத்தெடும்ப எழ நாரணாய் என்று அழைத்து மெய்த்தெடும்ப தொழுது ஏத்தி இன்புறும் தொண்டர் சேவடி ஏத்தி வாழ்த்தும் என் நெஞ்சமே. In this pasuram, Alvar is saying that his heart will praise the divine feet of Bhagavan's devotees. Those devotees who are servitors of Krishna, especially when he was tied down by Mother Yashoda on the mortar, with the mortar, those devotees who are fully involved and immersed in that anubhavam, Alvar says that he will praise such devotees. Let us see the word by word meanings. Toita tan tayir. Toita tayir means the curd which is well set and which is cool. Vennai. Vennai means butter, pal, milk. Udan undalum. Krishna likes all milk products because cows are very dear to him. He likes cow's milk, butter, curd, ghee, all of that. So as he is eating all of these simultaneously, Aichi Kandu, Mother Yashoda, Aichi means cowherd woman, so she caught Krishna red-handed. Mothers are complaining and she doesn't believe them. She consoles them and sends them away. But when she herself sees Krishna doing that, she catches him red-handed. Udandru. Udandru means becoming angry. She becomes very angry. Artha toludai. And then she ties Krishna's hands. Embiran, being my lord, en aranganukku, for Sri Ranganatha, Azhagiya Manavalan, who is my master, Adiyargalai, being his servitors. That same Krishna is present as Sri Ranganatha. So being such Sri Ranganatha's servitors, devotees, not th'edumbi to have the tongue become scarred, Narana endru azhaithu. They keep calling out Narayana, Narayana. Mei thadumba toludhu. They worship him in such a manner that scars form on their body also. They fall down, they worship his lotus feet, and by doing this constantly, they get scars on their body also. Eti, praising him. They are praising such Sri Ranganatha, such Krishna, Inburum, feeling blissful. They are feeling very blissful. They are very happy to do such worship and praising of Bhagavan. Tondar se adi, the divine feet of Sri Vaishnavas, devotees of Bhagavan. En nenjam, my heart, eti valathum, will keep praising and perform Mangalashasanam. Mangalashasanam means wishing well for them. So my heart will do that for those devotees of Krishna, who is present as Sri Ranganatha. That is explained in this fourth pasaram. Next, fifth pasaram. பொய்சிலை குரல் ஏற்று எருத்தம் இருத்து போரரமும் ஈர்த்தகோன் செய்சிலை சுடர் சூழொழி தென்னமாமதில் தென்னரங்கனாம் மெய்சிலை கருமேகம் ஒன்று தம் நெஞ்சில் நின்று திகழப்போய் மெய்சிலிருப்பவர் தம்மையே நினைந்து என் மனம் மெய்சிலிருக்குமே. In this pasaram, Alvar is saying that his heart will get goosebumps by looking at the followers, devotees of Bhagavan, who get goosebumps by engaging with Sri Ranganatha. And who is this Sri Ranganatha? He is the same Krishna who performed amazing activities during his incarnation. Word by word meanings. Poisilai kural, making a deceitful and angry noise. Yeru erutham iruthu, one who broke the humps of the 7 bulls. The bulls usually have humps which are their primary identity, and those humps were broken by Krishna. When he wanted to marry Napinai Pirati, these 7 bulls were kept as the challenge, and whoever controls them and kills them, they will be given Napinai Pirati in marriage, announced Napinai Pirati's father. At that time, Krishna went and defeated those bulls, killed those bulls, and married Napinai Pirati. Poraravu, the snake, Kaliya, who came to wage a war. Irtakon, one who drove away and became the head of Gokulam. Because he won over Kaliya, he was recognized as the king of the Sri Gokulam. Silai Sei, made of stone, Sudaroli, radiant, thin, strong, Ma, very tall, Madil Soul, surrounded by fortified walls, Ten Aranganam. Sri Ranganatha, Periya Perumal, who is permanently residing in Srirangam. So in the Srirangam, he is having fortified walls which are tall, which are made of stone, which are radiant and which are strong. So such Srirangam, which is the residing abode of perumAL, Sri Ranganatha, and that perumAL is Meisilai Karumegam Ondru, a very dark cloud which has a bow in its form, that is rainbow. Tam Nenjil Nindru Thigarapoi, to shine in their hearts. As such Sri Ranganatha, who is like a dark cloud which is shining in their hearts, Meisilirpavar Tammaye. Those Bhagavatas, those devotees, Sri Vaishnavas, they get goosebumps. On their physical forms, their body shows physical reaction of enjoying Bhagavan in their heart. So, thinking about such devotees, yen manam ninaindu, my heart will think about such devotees, meisirikkum, my heart will have goosebumps and my body will have goosebumps. So, there are people who look at Bhagavan, Sriman Narayana, Sri Ranganatha, and enjoy his activities and get goosebumps. I, in turn, will look at them and enjoy their physical form, which is with goosebumps, and I will get goosebumps saying that. So this is called Charama Parva Nishtai. In this whole Padiham, Kulashekara Alvar is manifesting Charama Parva Nishtai. Charama Parva Nishtai means being totally devoted to Bhagavata and Acharya. Prathama Parva Nishtai means being totally surrendered to Bhagavan. Charama Parva Nishtai means being totally surrendered to Bhagavatas. So that is shown in this 5th Pasaram. Next, 6th Pasaram. Adi Andam Anantam Arpudamana Vanavar Tampiran. Padamamallar Sudum Pattiyilada Pavigal Uindida. தீதில் நன்னெறி காட்டி எங்கும் திரிந்து அரங்க நெம்மானுக்கே காதல் செய் தொண்டர்க்கு எப்பிறப்பிலும் காதல் செய்யும் என் நெஞ்சமே. There are Bhagavatas, devotees, who wander everywhere and make everyone realize the greatness of Bhagavan and make them devotees. For such Bhagavatas, my heart will always be affectionate. Whatever birth I take, in any birth, I will always be affectionate towards such Bhagavatas who spread the message of Bhagavan and who creates love in all people towards Bhagavan. Adi, being the causative entity, being the cause for everything. Andam, one who is present even during deluge in the same state. Anantam, having no limit, having no end, pervading all entities. Arpudam, being an amazing Lord. Ana Vanavar Tampiran, Sri Ranganatha, who is the Lord of Nityasuris. Nityasuris are the eternal residents of Paramapadam, Sri Vaikuntham. His Mamalar Padam, such Bhagavan, Sriman Narayana's divine feet, which are like a unique lotus flower which has no match. Sudum Pattiyilada, those do not have the devotion towards such Bhagavan to bear those divine feet on their heads. So everyone should ideally behold Bhagavan's lotus feet on their head. But there are many who don't have devotion and they are not doing that. Pavigal Indira, to uplift such sinners, even to uplift such sinners who have no love towards Bhagavan, who have no servitude towards such Bhagavan. Yengum Tirindu, going everywhere, Thidu Il Nalneri Kati, showing the good path without any shortcoming. Yamman Aranganike, for my Lord Sri Ranganatha, Kadal Se Tondarukku, towards the devotees who are affectionate, who serve in this manner, in a loving manner. for such devotees, en nenjam, my heart, eppirapilum, in all births. Now I am in Kulashekara Alvar birth. Eventually I will go to Paramapadam. There also I will take different bodies to serve Bhagavan according to his desire. Even in such state, I will have love towards those Bhagavatas who are doing this Kainkariam of spreading Bhagavan's message and creating love in all people towards such Bhagavan, says Kulashekara Alvar in this Pasuram. Next, 7th Pasuram. காரினம்புரை மேனினற்கதிர் முத்தவெண்ணகை செய்யவாய் ஆரமார்வன் அரங்கன் என்னும் அரும்பெரும் சுடர் ஒன்றினை சேரும் நெஞ்சினராகி சேர்ந்து கசிந்து இழிந்த கண்ணீர்களால் வார நிற்பவர் தாழ்நினைக்கு ஒரு வாரமாகும் என் நெஞ்சமே. In this Pasuram, Alvar is saying that his heart is pouring out affection at the divine feet of Bhagavan's devotees without expecting anything back. Let us see the word by word meanings. Kar inam purai meni. Bhagavan's divine form appears like a group of dark clouds. Nal kadir, having beautiful radiance. Muttam ven nagai, having white teeth which are looking like pearls. Seyyavai, having reddish mouth. Aram marban, having a divine chest with pearl necklace. Arangan ennum, one who is known as Sri Ranganatha. So Sri Ranganatha is having such beautiful divine form which matches a group of clouds, which is very beautifully radiant, having white teeth looking like pearls, having reddish mouth, and having divine chest with necklace on it. Arum perum, being rare to obtain and having greatness. Sudar ondrinai, the unique splendor. Serum nenjinaragi, having a heart which is eager to attain and experience. Serந்து, and approaching him. Kasindu irinda, due to overflowing devotion, breaking out and growing kannirgal, tears. Vara nirpavar, as those who remain with such tears flowing from their eyes. So these devotees, they are radiant, they are splendorous, having such mind which desires to be always with Bhagavan, experiencing him, and always with teary eyes. These tears are joyful, blissful tears. Such Bhagavatas, Tal Inaiku, their divine pair of feet, En Nencham, my heart, Oru Varamagum, will become very affectionate without expecting anything in return, says Alvar in this Pasuram. So in this Pasuram, Bhagavan's beauty, divine physical beauty, is greatly enjoyed, and those who enjoy such divine beauty and become melted due to emotions towards such Bhagavan's divine form, they are greatly praised by Kulashekara Alvar in this Pasuram. Next, 8th Pasuram. மாலையுற்ற கடல் கிடந்தவன் வண்டி கண்டு நருந்துழாய், மாலையுற்ற வரை பெருந்திரு மார்வனை மலர்கண்ணனை, மாலையுற்று எழுந்து ஆடிப்பாடி திரிந்து அரங்கன் எம்மானுக்கே மாலையுற்றிடும் தொண்டர் வாழ்வுக்கு மாலையுற்றது என் நெஞ்சமே. In this Pasuram, Alvar is saying he has great affection towards Bhagavatas who are greatly affectionate, greatly bewildered, enjoying Bhagavan's auspicious form and qualities. Let us see the word by word meanings. Malayutra, being blissful due to its divine form being touched by Bhagavan, throwing out waves, being agitated. Kadal Kedandavan, one who is reclining in Tirupparkadal. So here, Malayutra Kadal, that means the agitated milky ocean. The ocean is agitated because it is always being touched by Bhagavan. Bhagavan is in constant contact with the ocean. Hence, it is agitated in bliss. Vandikendu, he is being decorated by divine Tulasi garland which is probed by beetles. Narunturai Malayutra, one who is donning the divine Tulasi garland which is filled with beetles. Varai Peru Thiru Marvanai, where is the Tulasi garland? It is on his broad divine chest which is similar to a mountain. Malar Kannanai, and then Bhagavan's divine eyes are very similar to reddish lotus flower. Malayutru, having great affection. Mal means great affection. Malayutru, having affection. எழுந்து ஆடிப்பாடி, instead of being seated, roaming around and dancing and singing, Arangan Emmanike, for Sri Ranganatha, who is my Lord. Malayutridam, becoming bewildered, becoming greatly loving towards such Bhagavan. Tondar Vadvukku, for the Sri Vaishnava Sri, the great life, the wealth of Kainkaryam of Sri Vaishnavas, who are devotees of Sri Ranganatha. En Nenjam Malayutrathu, my heart has great affection, says Alvar in this Pasuram. That is 8th Pasuram. Next, 9th Pasuram. மொய்த்து கண்பனி சோர மெய்கள் சிலிர்ப்ப ஏங்கி இழைத்து நின்று எய்த்து கும்பிடு நட்டமிட்டு எழுந்து ஆடிப்பாடி இறைஞ்சி என் அத்தன் அச்சன் அரங்கனுக்கு அடியார்களாகி அவருக்கே பித்தராமவர் பித்தரல்லர்கள் மற்றையார் முற்றும் பித்தரே. In this Pasuram, Alvar was asked, should you go behind in a mad way, behind those who are mad about Bhagavan? Should you be doing this? When asked like this, Alvar is responding, it is not good to be mad about materialistic aspects, but it is good to be mad about Bhagavan. So those who are mad about Bhagavan, they are not really mad, and those who are not mad about Bhagavan, they are really mad, says Alvar in this Pasuram. Let's see the word by word meanings. Kanpani moittu chora, with the eyes shedding tears of bliss like a rainfall. Meigal silirpa, with the physical bodies exhibiting, showing goosebumps. Yengi ilaithu nindru, remaining in a very fatigued way, becoming very tired. Eighth, becoming bewildered. Kumbidu nattamittu, running around and dancing and rolling. எழுந்து ஆடிப்பாடி இறைஞ்சி, getting up, dancing, singing and worshipping. En Athan, Athan means father. Achan, my Lord, being my father, being my Lord. Aranganukku, for Sri Ranganatha, அடியார்களாகி, becoming devotees. அவருக்கே, only for that Periya Perumal Sri Ranganatha. Pittaraamavar, those who become mad. Pittar allargal, they are not mad. They are having great devotion towards Sri Ranganatha. Matrayar mutrum, but those who are not devoted towards Bhagavan, Pittare, they are indeed mad, says Alvar in this Pasuram. Finally, 10th Pasuram, Palastuti. In this Pasuram, Alvar is highlighting the benefit for those who recite these 10 Pasurams. The benefit is that they will become devotees of Bhagavan's devotees. That Bhagavata Sheshatvam will be established in them. அல்லிமாமலர் மங்கைநாதன் அரங்கன் மெய்யடியார்கள் தம் எல்லையில் அடிமைத்திறத்தினில் எண்ணுமேவு மனத்தனாம். கொல்லிகாவலன் கூடல் நாயகன் கோழிக்கோன் குலசேகரன் சொல்லி இன்தமிழ் மாலை வல்லவர் தொண்டர்கள் ஆவரே. அல்லி மாமலர் மங்கைநாதன், the divine consort of Periya Piratiyar Sri Mahalakshmi, who resides in a vast, distinguished lotus flower which has inner petals. Arangan, who is that divine consort of Sri Mahalakshmi? That is Sri Ranganatha. Such Sri Ranganathas, Meyyadiyargal Tham, the real devotees, true devotees, there, எல்லையில் அடிமைத்திறத்தினில், in the services which they render without any limit, they are continuously and without any limit performing கைங்கரியம். என்றும் மேவு மனத்தனாம், one who is always engaging with the divine heart. கொல்லிகாவலன், the king of Kollinagar, that is Kerala Desham, Malayalam Desham. கூடல் நாயகன், the king of Mathura, that is southern direction Madurai. கோழிக்கோன், the king of Urayur. So Kulashekara Alvar is the one who ruled over all the Chera, Chola, Pandya regions. Sollin, composed of words. In Tamil Malai Vallar, those who learn these sweet Tamil pasarams, which are having beautiful musical notes, தொண்டர்கள் ஆவரே, they will become the devotees of Bhagavan's devotees. They will not just become devotees of Bhagavan, but they will become devotees of Bhagavatas. So that is the great benefit they will attain. So thus ends this beautiful Padigam, thEttaRum Thiral 10, in which Alvar is glorifying Bhagavatas. Alvar Thirudikale Sharanam, Emberumanar Thirudikale Sharanam, Periyavachan Pillai Thirudikale Sharanam, Jiyar Thirudikale Sharanam, Jiyar Thirudikale Sharanam, Kulashekara Alvar Thirudikale Sharanam. பல்லாண்டு பல்லாண்டு பல்லாயிரத்தாண்டு பல கோடி நூறாயிரம் முல்லாண்டு நாம் சேவடி செவிதிருக்கா படிவம் ஓடும் நோடும் பெருவின் ஆயிரம் பல்லாண்டு வடிவாயினின் வளமார்பினில் வாழ்கின்ற மங்கையும் பல்லாண்டு வடிவார் சோதி வளத்துறையும் சுடர் ஆழியும் பல்லாண்டு படைப்போர் புக்கு முழங்கும் அப்பாஞ்ச சன்னியமும் பல்லாண்டே.
Koil.org has published a variety of Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam books in different languages. A wide range of books covering different topics from absolute beginners to advanced level knowledge seekers are available at books.koil.org. Books can be ordered via email koil.org@gmail.com or WhatsApp. For details, please contact mobile numbers 8220-151966, 9600-595273